For the Black Rose Steampunk hat, I got 2 stems of soap flowers. The one stem had 3 black roses on it, and the other stem had just 1 large black rose on it, and that's the reason the hat's called Black Rose. And it had to be separated, so you take the flower apart so that it will lay flat against the hat, else it's going to stick out from the hat. It has 2 different cords and braiding on it, and then the shiny part is the metal piece, and that's actually the beginning of the hat. I chose to put a veil on this one, and it has a little trim on it also. She's going to be kind of riding to the hunt. Someone else said it looks like a Kentucky Derby hat. On the back, I just cut streamers of the lace that I had and tulle, and then the big tulle pom-pommy looking things back here are actually large yo-yos, and I'm going to show you how to do those real quick. So you could get this done in just a couple of hours if you have your stuff all together. And then the black lace, I think that shows up pretty good, doesn't it, Ian?
Yeah.
Okay. The black lace over the metal. That's the exact look I wanted. You can take any craft scissor, fairly decent craft scissor, and cut this metal sheeting. And I kind of sort of have another hat here. I decided on this one to have about a 4-inch overlay, and this will be the same. So the metal has been slit in a bunch of places so that it's going to lay against the hat nicely. Touch a little hot glue so that you've got it stationary. Pull the one over and go around and finish doing the hot glue on each section. And then cut your lace the same width as your metal piece and overlay the lace. Bring it on around. Fix it with your hot glue in the back. Glue your piece that you just designed. And I decided I wanted the other flowers on the side. Maybe you won't want those. This is yours. Do it any way you want. But I also put braid on the top and the bottom of the bands, and then another line of braid around the top and another one around the bottom. So the veil was placed glued at the base of the hat, and then the braiding was glued over that so that it was covered up. You want to keep everything nice and neat and covered. I know this looks rather strange right now, but that's the way that one was fixed, and it's a fairly quick hat to make. And the black one has been the favorite of everyone. To make the yo-yos, all you need is a circle of fabric. This is just a sample. You're going to do a running stitch around the outside. Big stitches. You can also make these by machine. The yo-yos on the hat are about 6 inches across, and those circles were cut about 12 or 13 inches around. You can use a plate, you can use a saucer, you can use a bowl, you can use anything around, or you can just have at it and cut a circle like I did, because it doesn't have to be perfect anyhow. And there's my little tool yo-yo. And I'll lock stitch it so that it won't come apart. There are 2 of these on the hat, and I made 2 just because I made 2. They were placed together seam to seam, and the streamers were put inside and loosely stitched. Doesn't take a lot of stitching here. And when that layer was done, then the flower was glued onto the outside. The whole thing was glued onto the hat.